Hi, my name is Barry Sahajian, and today I'm talking about modal jazz. So what is modal jazz? Well, it can be very confusing, and I'm going to try to lay it out for you simply because it really isn't that complicated to understand. Executing it and improvising using this, however, is just as complicated as all the other. It just approaches it a different way. Basically, the difference between these two is you have a vertical approach on the traditional jazz. So what I mean by a vertical approach, you may have a half dozen chords in the first 8 measures. And that means you have to be thinking vertical of each chord as it goes by, as opposed to modal jazz, first 8 measures, 1 chord. So the next step is we have to play a line exactly 8 measures long. So we're going to use a walking bass line. You need to play 8 measures, and you need to know that it's 8 measures. So how do you do that? A little math. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. So we're going to be exploring all those things. We're going to do it using phrases. 1 bar phrase, 2 bar phrase, 4 bar phrase. So at this point, I feel it is important to discuss the form of this tune. And this would be a 32 measure form, AABA. Each of the letters represents 8 measures. 4 times 8 is 32. And in this case, we just did the first A. Now, let's move on through the rest of the tune. So a crucial point in the tune is on the 17th measure, after you've played 2 8-bar segments, because you're moving up to a new chord, an E flat minor. We have D minor, 8, D minor, 8, E flat minor. That's the point where you have to be right on. If you continue playing D minor, you'll be playing a lot of wrong notes. So that's kind of one of the things you have to keep taking into consideration, and that's why I've put so much time into the phrasing, so you're actually counting while you're playing, but it turns subconscious when you practice it enough, and you just feel and know you've played 8 measures, 16, 24, 32. You know where you are at all times. So we'll start out with a 1 measure phrase and repeat it over and over. Just 4 beats, walking. That's easy enough. So it would work if we counted that out 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. But it's not much of a line, it's boring. We need to make it more interesting. Well, now we're going to create a 2-bar phrase. Very simple, very easy to hear. And that would be something like this. Okay, that's a 2-bar phrase played twice. That would be 4 measures, right? Now let's take it a step further. Let's add another phrase. Now let's put the 2 phrases together and we'll have 4 measures. That's 4 measures. Now if we play that twice, it's 8 measures, and we have 8 measures covered. And when we're playing that line, we know it's exactly 8 measures. I made it real simple to play, and it doesn't sound that bad. It sounds simple. Sometimes as a bassist, if you're playing an accompaniment role, the people playing on top of you appreciate solid and simple. But we want to solo with that. So that brings us to another challenge. The solo would most likely be in 8th notes. And that means we're going to have to play twice as many notes. For instance, we could take that same line and turn it into 8th notes. So that would be 1 measure. We're using the same line, we're just turning it into 8th notes, and that could very well be the first measure of our solo. Next, we're going to work on a 2-bar phrase. I'll play it for you fast, and then I'll slow it down. Okay, you might notice I was accenting every beat. It makes the phrase sound so much more alive, yeah, but it takes a little work. That's all for this video. With this limited amount of time, I can only scratch the surface, but tune in. I'm going to be doing a lot more. You've got to know how to keep time and be in place when you're playing jazz, as opposed to some of the new rock things and fusion and everything like that. You can just have an unlimited time to play one chord and jam and improvise, but not so much when you're playing jazz. You have to adhere to the form, and that takes concentration and awareness. And that's what I'm like to teach you. That to me was the most challenging thing about learning jazz, is to play within the form, whatever it may be. In this case, it was modal, and it was a little bit easier, like I said, because you don't have to worry about a change or two in each measure, but you have to play 8 measures at a time and know exactly where you are, so you change to the next. So as I said before, it still presents a huge challenge, and you have to concentrate, keep your concentration, as well as at the same time be creative and come up with nice ideas. And phrasing is a very good thing to understand because it sounds better. With phrasing, it has a structure to each line you play, and it's more understandable to the listener and to their ear, and to play it as well. It makes it give you a form to use when you're improvising. So I hope you liked this, and if you did, please subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, check out my Patreon page, and drop by again.